am getting more shots of rain, just enough to, well, make it a pain. So we are able to thrash right now. The guys just got going. This is our second semi-load, and the moisture is coming in around 21% maybe. It's right around there. And they're forecasting more rain for tomorrow. So we're gonna try hammering off as much wheat as we possibly can today. And if we have to run the dryer tomorrow, we'll run the dryer. But we are going, and we're having to use the dryer again. But that just seems to be how this year is going.
Thing of beauty. So we are combining, we're able to today. It's really quite bizarre. Yesterday we tried, and the wheat was testing 16.5, so in theory we would have loved them and going, but for some reason we could not, the straw was not cutting. It was, I don't even know what the right word is, but it's almost like it was pulling kind of a thing. So we actually tried a bit of canola, and that was definitely not dry either. So we kind of wrote the day off, and today, we got rain overnight, and so we had kind of written today off. But then we got sunshine after lunch, and I thought, well, surely to goodness it's not going to combine. But surely to goodness it will. Is it dry? No, it is nowhere near dry. This is what they call a make-work project. I'm going to show you right shortly. Moisture is in that. If you look at here, it's reading like 22%, I believe, is the number. So we're probably 6 points wetter than we were when it was dry. So we're probably in that 20% range right now. And so yesterday the grain was actually drier, couldn't combine. Today it's wetter and it's actually working better. We're having to go slower for multiple reasons. One being which don't direct nothing, and second of all, I'm trying to keep my losses there. But I'm saying going slower. We're still in 2.5 miles an hour, so considering that this field has not been desiccated, it is yielding quite well, and everything. It's doing pretty good here. So we're walking along. We'll see how much we can do. There's still rain in the forecast for tonight, and see how it goes. So just so that you get an idea as to where we are, that bush right there is my yard. So this wheat had 4 inches of rain on it in the last 2 weeks. In fact, we're going to say more than 4 because there's been more than just that one rain. But there was that one big rain. So, and for the most part, we've actually been, it's been working really good. I have, in the last headland here now, run into a couple of spots which are a little dicey. But whatever, we're going strong here still, so. Not sure if you're going to see it. Maybe we're going to be able to feel it. Right there beside me, they're all covered up in straw, and now yeah. So here's the deal. This is what, a couple hundred feet which we're having to spin our way through, if you will. I expected a whole lot more of this when you get 4 inches of rain in the end of August. So far we're feeling fortunate. We're thankful for this. Been a whole deal has been a little hard on the head. A, we're just not able to move. And, oh, there we go. I think we're out now. Maybe not quite yet. As you can see, that tire is one of those duals. The dual wheels are one giant slick right now. They have very much filled up. That's okay. We're still moving. So just looking at my climate field view, you can see here there's a big blue blob. This is a section that Kendall had to actually come leave when he was seeding it. And then he came back and reseeded it later. So this here is what we would call a low spot in the field. And yet I'm having no trouble driving through it currently, so that's odd, and I'm literally driving right through the middle of it. That's kind of funky. So days like today, I feel often very sorry for our wives because we had zero expectations of combining, so we had told them no supper today. And then all of a sudden at 3 o'clock, we make the gamble and we start combining. So now, out of nowhere, they got to come up with the miracle meal. And there it is. This is what we get today. And it's like a whole lot of ground beef and vegetables and all kinds of fun stuff in here. So that should be yummy. Hope I'm not making too many of you drool with our field meals, but they sure are good. Especially when considering how much prep time they had for this one. So again, thank you girls for being on call. So we are coming to the end of the big field here, and as you can see, that's a lovely sight. My duals have emptied themselves out. I was kind of already dreading that may have to get out and clean that up before I leave the field, but they're both empty, so I don't have to do that. That's not a fun job, because that clay rammed into there is a big job. So thank goodness it did it on its own. We didn't break any or my tires didn't come off the bead, because that has been known to happen also. Yeah, it's maybe not the wisest thing to be just leaving on going, but kept hoping that maybe it would empty itself, and they did. So we'll see how this goes. I think I got one pass behind me here. Never mind. Dylan is here already cleaning it up. Parker, how much you got on? How much do you have on, Dylan?
50.
Okay, you want to come back here? We're going to both empty out, and then you can go. We're going to try something. I'm not 100% sure it's going to work, but we're going to try leaving the field here on the north side. So what my wish is, just on the other side, there's a big ditch here. It's whatever, takes up about 26 acres of what would have been our property. The other side of it, there is another 30 acres or so of field, so I've got to see if I can perchance find a spot here that I can just squeak up onto that ridge and then make my way around and around. Otherwise, I've got to go way around and 3/4 of a mile that way, and then come all the way back just to get to the same spot. So here goes nothing. Hopefully they can do this where this time saving device doesn't cost me money or time. When I'm going through, can I get, Parker, you want to watch my spreader in the back just to make sure? I think it should be fine, but just make sure that it doesn't get touched or anything. Very, very shallow ditch. This should not be a problem. But the instant I say that, watch something go screwy. very, very tight there. And we're already going up. I think we should be fine. Yeah, we should be good. Whew. That's kind of a funky angle. For us boys here that farm in the flats out here, that's something, but for guys that run hills all the time, they probably laugh at me making this a big deal. So, anyway, that's that. On to the last field for the day.
Alright, this is load number 5, I believe, yep. And dryer's running good. This stuff is testing, I'm going to say 20, anywhere from 19.5 to 22%. In order for me to run it through the dryer at a decent enough speed, because it's that much wetter, I've got my bottom burner going as well, so I'm dropping it hot, and it's I got my fan going on that bin to help cool it down. It's coming out of the back of the bin. It's coming out of the back of the dryer at roughly 70 degrees Celsius, and it's hot, but once it cools down, it should be good and dry. So, going good. I'm really glad we have a dryer for these kind of situations. You hate to have to use it for wheat, and the cost that it's going to have, the cost that for us to run the dryer versus if we end up getting more rain and the rain degrades our wheat to a number 2 or worse, we'll pay for the difference, no problem. Plus, we don't have to fight with mud if we get lots of rain, and or loss if the stalks start to break down. So it's just nice to get the field cleaned up when we can, and yeah, get her done. So I hear the guys are just about done. They're done around Daryl's. They got a little triangle piece, so I'm hoping they can finish that before it gets dark. And then all we're down to is 240 acres of wheat, and then the oats. That's the panicky stuff. Once the wheat's cleaned up, that'll be a huge sigh of relief. After that, we got what is there, 380 acres of oats. So that'll be the next thing that'll be pressing. But yeah, one step at a time. We really hope we don't get that rain coming tomorrow, and we take it a stride at a time. We were working on our deep tillers this morning. This unit is basically ready to go. We had a battery on the Delta track that went, so we got to put that in, but the unit is greased. It is, oh man, I'm gonna say 20 minutes away from being ready to go. I think that's all. So we hope to get those things, and we were working on, if you guys have been following along with us last year, we had a deep tiller that, or that deep tiller actually, the hitch ripped off of it. Pin fell out, hitch got bent. I fixed that hitch this winter, and this morning we also placed that hitch on our other deep tiller, so we can pull that. We just robbed the hitch off the other deep tiller for this one. Anyway, long story short, we're getting the second deep tiller ready to go, so when it's time to start working the ground, it's going to be important to get the groundwork this year, especially because lots of moisture, so it's nice to work that stubble into the ground, get that ground aerating. So yep, a lot better of a day than what I was anticipating, that's for sure.
Okay, so we are here making the opening loop, and we'll see what we're doing. Moisture is pretty much the same. We're maybe down a point now from when we started, so we're not quite as wet. We're still wet. Who's kidding? 22 is, or 21 now maybe? So. Okay, dark is coming, so it's getting harder to see. together with the muddy conditions, this is the kind of stuff we're having to deal with. I've got less than 20 acres left, so we're trying to desperately get this done. Do like 5 small up and downs each. We had a little shower come through, so we are even down slower than what we were. This is the whole perseverance or wisdom, or I don't know what the right answer is. Is it stupid to keep going? It's 5, probably less than 10 acres. So we would sure love to get this done. But what's the cost of these 10 acres? Well, guess time will tell. Okay, so it appears like the rains are holding off. We are down to that little triangle now. So I think we've got, including the passes we're on, there's like 3 short little passes left here. So it is seeming, I better knock on wood quick here, but it's seeming like we're going to be okay here. That's the hope. Okay, now we're actually down to, Dylan's got that corner done. So we've got 2 short little passes here. Better not botch anything up. Head back to the cart there, Dylan. I'll finish this up. Should have a good 300 anyway, I guess, 350 maybe. Okay, that is it, folks. Okay, you gonna close the door or not? Yeah. That's pretty tight, eh? Okay, poor sprayer. Yeah. It was inside, but now it's not. It was spoiled. It can take a night or two off. It can take a night out and get water rinsed off outside. I'm actually going to probably bring it in the morning And then, oh, do we throw this? For now, we'll leave it. Okay, we are good. I'll drop you off. Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we finished the field around Daryl's yard. That weed is done, so we're down to 240 acres. We got a bit of drying to do. These two trucks are empty. The Super Bs are full. I think the Super Bs would probably fit in that bin. I'm pretty sure they would, but I don't feel like filling that in the dark and making sure. Not a really big need. So we'll do that in the morning. I'm gonna let this dry run for a while yet. Get as much dried as possible. So yeah, a lot better day than what we were expected. I didn't think we'd be in the field at all. So yeah, we're down to 240 acres of wheat, and then we're done. Wheat. So anywho, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Have a good one.